Hey there, welcome to day 15 of my 1-a-day challenge. I'm having a pretty hard day today. Basically, my boyfriend is over at the moment, and we were, so I've had, just to give some background, a couple of weeks ago, in fact I think it might even be 2 weeks ago to the day, I had a flashback of my dad sexually abusing me when I was very little, and I like, when I had the flashback, I was kind of like in the corner of the room looking down at it happening, and I was very little, I was in a bath and he was just like touching me, and so I didn't like experience the feeling of it. And something I've had a challenge with is I've been really resistant to my boyfriend kind of like giving me oral sex, or generally being like quite up close with me down there, because I feel so much shame about my body, and particularly about that part of my body it's been very difficult for me to be vulnerable. And today he stayed over and I was kind of really resistant to that, and then eventually I kind of like, after a few hours, I was like, no, you know what, I feel comfortable, it's okay. And he basically was, that's quite graphic, sorry. He was giving me oral sex for a little while, and then he was just so gentle and I felt so much love in it. And he told me afterwards that he'd been doing Ho'oponopono just to send healing to me in that area, and like to build my confidence and help me feel less shame. And when he was doing it, I had another flashback. This is just mental, seriously. And this time it was a feeling flashback, and it was a feeling of having been really like roughly and aggressively penetrated when I was little by my dad. And I can't tell if it's I can't tell, I just don't want to acknowledge it yet. That feeling in particular, I couldn't tell if he was using his hands or if he was actually raping me. So I just like burst into tears and I was like, I need you to stop. And I just curled up in a ball and cried really hard and acknowledged the feelings, and then said to Tim what I was feeling. And then I realised there's so much more. There's so much more that happened than what I can remember. And I know, I can't say that I know yet. I do know. God. Okay, I have a very strong feeling that he probably raped me as well. And it's just difficult because, well, obviously it's difficult. And then, so I just cried it out for a while, and then Tim got really upset as well, and he started crying, and he was apologising for just what humanity has descended to. He was apologising on behalf of my dad. He was apologising because he wasn't there to protect me, and there's just so much love. And it's really hard to feel him saying sorry, because I'm like, you haven't done anything. Seriously. So I just feel, I don't know, it's weird, like, I ended up trying to comfort Tim, and I was like, you know, I can actually feel that before I incarnated, I sat down with the soul that incarnated as my dad and was like, right, this is what you're going to do to me. Like, actually asking for it to happen. And I know this, and I can feel this. And it's strange, you know, it gives it kind of like, it makes me feel slightly more empowered, but it doesn't take away the pain that I experienced when I was unconscious to the fact that I had asked for that. So I feel a little bit disorientated right now. one thing that I'm very aware of is that I know that I have got so much more stored in my whole body, and this is kind of like scary and exciting at the same time, because for myself I know that I'm really beginning to get how our body stores in the cellular memory events and pain that have happened in our life and past lives and other people's stuff that we've taken on, and it's almost like, oh my god, what else is in here for me to kind of like learn about and heal and release on the one hand, but then on the other hand it's like, oh my god, this is huge. If this is truly the path to our healing, like if my body stores everything that's ever happened, and if I literally became completely clean and transmuted everything, can you imagine the healing that could take place? I mean, this is kind of like healing everything, like healing the collective consciousness, healing my ancestral lines of abuse, healing everybody who's touched my life, healing myself, healing my family, healing my friends, healing people that I've done things to, because I will have stored that in my cellular memory as well, you know, everything. And it may simply be that all I need to do is become fully present in my body to release that. I mean, that is incredible, thinking that it could be the key. It's literally like the key. My body is the key. So 55 minutes past is my lucky number, so it's a good number to finish on. So that's where I'm at. Man, I'm so blessed to have such a loving and supportive man in my life to hold me through this, and yeah, we'll see what happens over the next few days. Thank you for watching. Namaste.